Yes, from deep biblical revelations, God asked the prophet Hosea to marry a woman named Gomer. Gomer was a harlot, a prostitute. The New King James Version used the word harlot, while New International Version used the word prostitute. God asked the prophet Hosea, I mean a prophet of God. God called him and said, marry a prostitute. And what did God told me? That prostitute will be a representation of Israel, who has been unfaithful for its infidelity. So what does it mean? God can punish a country because of everybody. And God can also punish a country because of one person. Now, if you look at the way Africa is, if your spiritual eyes of the Bible is actually open and maybe you can see the spiritual things properly, you will know that Africa is not just a continent. Africa is a representation of the New Jerusalem, the new bride of God. Israel is the small, Africa is the large. There's what we call a small capital and a big capital. But this is a topic entirely. It's a deep side of the Bible, so we should not go there now. So what we really want to talk about is, why would God just call a prophet and ask a prophet to go and marry a prostitute? What has holiness got to do with unholiness, or righteousness got to do with unrighteousness? There are certain things God do because of man, because of the behavior of man. Now, when you look at Africa today, you will see that Africa is not different from the Israel of old. Today, Israel is for God. Tomorrow, Israel is against God. Tomorrow, they are for God. Today, they are against God. Now, look at Africa. When you talk of polytheism, Africa is the headquarter of polytheism. Look at Nigeria today. There are gods everywhere. You go to homes, you will see idol, ebo. You will see big ebo in people's homes. When you go to the village, there are some trees, there are places in the village. I even noticed that in our country, Nigeria, there are some people that don't go to the village because of the idols in their villages. There are people that, because of one or two idolatry, they stop doing some things. Nigeria, Africa is still a heavy polytheist country. Polytheist in the sense that they have different gods. The gods inside this Africa, this revolver you are seeing, they are numerous, uncountable. Gods of different levels, gods of different origins. All those small gods. There was a place I went to some time ago. What my eyes saw. I went somewhere to get something. What my eyes saw, idol, ebo, big idol, different places. That is one of the things that is holding Africa today. And when you look at all the people that emanate from those roots, those families, they are usually very highly affected, because you cannot have idol in a family and the people will be free. They can never be free, because everybody has been initiated to that idol. So that idol have a strong hold on everybody. And that is why I see in some places people don't last. There are some families, the ladies don't get married on time. You see ladies 40 something to 50 years, no marriage. There is an idol, there is something they are not giving to that idol. So, and you want to punish the lineage Some, the idol can decide to say, okay, all the female, no marriage. Some is progress. You will see people hustle. They hustle and bustle. They hustle even more than the billionaires. Nothing to show for it. Then there are some places where you go. Some is barrenness. The women will get married to good husbands, rich husbands, no children. Some, they will even have some, they can say, okay, female children, no male children. You see some giving birth, some are giving birth to 6, 7 female children. No single male among them. While the idol has placed a cause that there should be no male in the child, in the family. So sometimes some of the punishments our family roots, generations, sometimes the punishment they go through is according to what the cause the idol has placed on the family. And you see people killing themselves, carrying goats, blood to go to the family idol to go and make sacrifices. That is why you see today so many challenges. People are moving from church to church, looking for this, looking for that. Idolatry. If I may tell you today, one of the biggest problems in this country, this Nigeria, Africa as a whole, is idolatry. Idolatry. What idol has caused in this continent, in this country, can never be overemphasized. There are some places where you go to. Let's even not even go there. Some of these criminals you see in our society, the ritualists, the whatever evil you can think of, do you know that their roots is in all these idols people worship? The idols that all these our kings say they are holding as a custom, or they are holding as a possession of the people. These are your problems. They are your problems, but they don't know. Nobody is a criminal today or an armed robber today who does not go to shrine. Nobody is a kidnapper who does not go to shrine. Nobody is a terrorist that does not go to the shrine. There is nobody who is a Yahoo boy, who is a Yahoo, who does Yahoo. Majority of Yahoo, they go to a shrine. So any evil you can think of in this world, their origin is from the shrine. So until we realize that it's not just all about prayer, we also must do something about idols, those idols in our houses, in our villages and everything. Until we do something about those things, nothing will happen. Like you see this pastor now praying for women, putting his hand in the private part. That does not even solve the problem. If Holy Spirit wants to heal, Holy Spirit can heal even by mere words of the mouth. God made everything even by the spoken word. It's not until you place hand on somebody's head or until you place hand on somebody's body parts that the person will be healed. So this is just the gospel truth. So idolatry is a big problem in Africa. Polytheism. You know, when you hear the word polytheism means different gods. The gods in Africa are too numerous. It's a big problem we have in Africa.